Hello everyone, my name is Viyaan Chaudhry. I'm a student of Guruji Pandit Sanjay Rath. Today I'm going to analyze the correct chart of Aamir Khan. I say correct chart because Astro Databank website has 3 different birth times mentioned for Aamir Khan, 2 of which are completely wrong and 1 birth time is pretty close to the actual or correct birth time of Aamir Khan. See, when we do not know about the correct birth time of a person, then the information about such a person, that is his nature, his physical features, his major life events, all these information are helpful in arriving at his correct birth time. Because we match the information about the person with his horoscope, and unless both are matching, it is quite clear that his birth time is incorrect. And then we observe as to how much we have to change the birth time in order to arrive at a horoscope which will align with the information about the person. So as astrologers, we have to do this preliminary research to be sure that the horoscope itself is correct before studying the horoscope for making predictions. So I had to do such a preliminary research to arrive at the correct birth time and horoscope for Aamir Khan, and now let me start with my analysis of his correct birth horoscope. In the Rashi chart of Aamir Khan, the Lagna is Pisces with a debilitated Mercury in Lagna. It is the Lagna of a person which indicates his physical body, complexion, appearance, looks and so on. So if a debilitated planet is placed in Lagna, it will not give the person a tall height and he'll rather be a bit short. Instead, if an exalted planet is placed in Lagna, it has all the strength to give the person a tall height. So because Aamir Khan has a debilitated planet in Lagna, his height is a mere 5 feet and 5 inches. Now talking about Aamir Khan's face and looks, whenever Mercury is in Lagna, it makes a person extremely good looking. And because Mercury is the significator for children and also for adolescents, the person's face may have the innocence of a child and the person may also have an ageless face. That is, the person's face will look much younger compared to his actual age. Mercury in Lagna also blesses a person with a flawless physique and skin. Our scriptures mention that a person with Mercury in Lagna has his complexion similar to that of purified gold. That is, the complexion of such a person is so beautiful that in admiration it has been compared with the color of purified gold. Kareena Kapoor, who is also known for her beauty and flawless skin, has an exalted Mercury having sign aspect, that is Rashi Drishti, on her Lagna. So if we look at the picture of young Aamir Khan, his innocently good-looking face and flawlessly fair complexion are clearly indicating the presence of Mercury in his Lagna. Now as the Lagna lord of Rashi chart is Jupiter and Jupiter is placed in the 2nd house, the initial Aruda Lagna comes to the 3rd house having an Ayush exalted Rahu. Ayush exaltation only means that in matters of longevity, Rahu will give exaltation effects. But opposite this Rahu is Ketu, who is sitting on his own sign, that is Scorpio. And this Ketu is strong enough to pull the Aruda Lagna to itself in the 9th house. And as we know that Aamir Khan's image is that of being a perfectionist, his Aruda Lagna is not in the 3rd house but in the 9th house having Ketu in it, as it is Ketu who rules perfectionism. Now let us talk about Aamir Khan's marriages. He first got married on 18th April 1986. During this time he was running the Antardasha of Ketu. And once I corrected his Navamsha chart, it became pretty clear that Ketu in the 7th house of Navamsh confirmed the happening of his first marriage. His second marriage happened on the 28th December 2005. The Antardasha during this time was that of Saturn. Saturn as well is placed in the 7th house of Navamsha chart, confirming the happening of his second marriage. So both Ketu and Saturn placed in the 7th house of Navamsha chart gave the first and second marriage of Aamir Khan respectively. Now generally, the dasha applicable in this chart would have been the Dvisaptati Samadasha, as in the Rashi chart the 7th Lord Mercury is in Lagna. But because Mercury is debilitated, it was not strong enough to enforce the Dvisaptati Samadasha, and hence the normal Vimshotri Dasha itself has worked perfectly for this chart. Now let us see the duration of both the marriages of Aamir Khan, that is, how long did both his marriages last. Aamir Khan's first marriage happened in April 1986 and the divorce happened in the year 2002. Counting from 1986 until 2002, we understand that the marriage went on for about 16 years. Aamir's second marriage happened in December 2005 and the divorce happened around July 2021. Year 2005 was almost over when he got married, so counting from 2006 until July 2021, we understand that this second marriage had completed its 15 years and was in its 16th year. So we can say that this marriage also lasted for about 16 years. So both the marriages went on for about 16 years each. And this exact duration of 16 years of both these marriages can easily be seen from the 8th house of Aamir's Navamsha chart. See, because the two marriages of Aamir Khan were given by the two planets in the 7th house of his Navamsha chart, therefore the duration of both these marriages was determined by the 8th house of his Navamsha chart. The duration of a marriage is seen in the 2nd house from the house which is giving a particular marriage. That is, as the first marriage is seen from the 7th house, its duration will be seen from the 8th house. So if there is a planet in the 8th house, then it's Vimshottari Dasha, or if there is no planet in the 8th house, then the Vimshottari Dasha of the Lord of the 8th house will generally indicate the length of the marriage. For example, if Sun is in the 8th house or is the Lord of the 8th house, then usually the first marriage will last for about 6 years, as the Vimshottari Dasha of Sun is of 6 years. So because there is no planet in the 8th house of Aamir's Navamsha chart and Jupiter is the lord of the 8th house, and as we all know that the Vimshottari Dasha of Jupiter is of 16 years, therefore both the marriages of Aamir Khan went on for about 16 years each. Another interesting thing for me to point out in this Navamsha chart is that as we know that Aamir's first divorce happened in 2002 and second divorce happened in 2021, during both these years he was under the Antardasha of Rahu. In Aamir's Navamsha chart, Rahu is the co-lord of the 2nd house, which is a Maraka house for the 7th house, as the 2nd house is in the 8th from the 7th house. Therefore, the end of both the marriages happened in the Antardasha of Rahu. Let us now talk about Aamir Khan's children. His son Junaid Khan was born on 2nd June 1993 and his daughter Ira Khan was born on 17th August 1997. At the time of his son Junaid Khan's birth, Aamir was under Venus Antardasha, and during the time of his daughter Ira Khan's birth, Aamir was under Moon Antardasha. As we know that for a male, we see the 5th house for children in the Rashi chart, and if the 5th lord is in the 5th house, then generally one child is given by the 5th lord and another child is given by the Uchchanatha, which is the lord of the sign where 5th lord gets exalted. So because in Aamir's Rashi chart, 5th lord Moon is in the 5th house, one child was given by the 5th lord Moon and another child was given by the Uchchanatha of Moon, which is Venus. That is, because Moon gets exalted in the sign of Venus, Venus is the Uchchanatha of Moon. So as Moon is a female planet, it blessed Aamir with a daughter, and although Venus is also a female planet, but because Venus is in Parivartan with Rahu, therefore, because of this Parivartan, instead of a female, a male child was born. There is one more thing I'd like to mention about Aamir's Navamsha chart, that Mercury is the lord of the 2nd house of his Navamsha chart, and Mercury Antardasha will be starting from November 2024. I would not give an explanation to this rule as of now, and I'd expect that those who have the knowledge of Navamsha chart will also keep the explanation of this rule to themselves, and at the right time in future I will make another video explaining as to why I mentioned this rule. So this was my analysis of Aamir Khan's correct horoscope. If you like this lecture, you may give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of such lectures, you may subscribe to my channel, and for consultations you may visit my website www.viyaanastrologist.com. Thank you.